I hope you're doing really well. I am going to show you how to make one of these origami paper 5-pointed stars. All you're going to need is some paper and a pair of scissors, and I'll show you how to do the rest. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I'd love to see how you get on, so do send me a picture. Right, so let's get going. This is the aim of the game, and this is what you need: some paper and possibly a template. You'll find the link to this template on this page. If you have a printer, you might want to print it out, and then you need to cut it out along the lines so that magically you have this pentagon shape, and that's going to be the basis of our star. If you don't have a printer, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it just from a piece of paper. I'm using my Swans and Swallows wrap. It's a really nice thickness. I am obviously biased, but any paper will do. Any offcut, this is left from wrapping a present, so it's quite a useful way of using wrap up as well, being nice, eco-friendly. So first things first, we need to make a square, and the easiest way of doing that and fold it over is take this bottom right corner and fold it across to meet this side here, and then make a nice sharp fold all the way along here, and then lift this up and fold it back other way so we get a nice straight line here too. It's really important to be nice and crisp with your folds. It's useful if you have some nails. If not, you can always use scissors or something to help you get your folds really sharp. Then I'm just going to take scissors and cut along carefully this line. If you have a knife, craft knife or a guillotine or anything, you could use that too, but scissors will do the job just fine. So there is our square. Next up, what we're going to do is fold it in half, top to bottom, bottom to top, whichever way you want to do it. Make a fold and then in half again, so we have a smaller square in quarters. Unfold this. I've got the open unfolded side upwards, folded side is here, and I'm going to take the bottom left hand corner, fold it in to this middle line, fold, and then I'm going to take the top left hand corner and fold that in to meet this middle line too. Unfold again. Then we're going to take this bottom right hand corner to meet the middle of the cross. You should have, in those folds, it's created like a cross in the middle here. So we're going to take this bottom right hand corner and fold it all the way across, so the point there is in the center of the cross. Make a fold. It's a bit weird at this point, but let's stick with it. And then we're going to fold it back on itself, so you get this kind of kite shape. It reminds me of a kite. Twist around a little, and then we're going to fold this bottom left corner in to meet in the middle too, so we have a nice pointy funny triangular shape. Next thing to do is flip it over and fold it in half, so that way basically. If you're using smaller paper than this, it's going to get a bit tight at this point, but you'll be okay. Then we're going to take our scissors and slice along this line. If you're wondering where this line is on that side, just turn it over and then it's that flap there, so you're getting like a 90-degree triangle basically. Right angle triangle for a bit of maths homework. Feels a bit brutal, but just going to check that's really straight. This bit we don't need, so we can get rid of that, and then magically when we open this up, hopefully we have got a pentagon. Slightly bigger than the template, but that is absolutely fine. So if you are using the template option, you just need to come with me for 1 minute, and if you've done this way, then just hold fire, and next steps are coming right up. So with the template, I'm just going to show you folding on the template just because it's a little easier. What we want to do is make 5 folds from each of the middle of each 5 edges. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to fold basically from the point here down to the middle, which pretty much means folding it in half. So 5 sides of a pentagon means 5 folds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's worth saying to go nice and slowly and not rush and get your folds really accurate, and then it will look better in the end. So then you'll see you'll have the same folds as we have in the printed version. So we're going to go back to this one. Now we are ready to make a star. So if you've got, like me, just a paper with pattern on one side, you want to flip it over so the plain side is up. And again, we're going to make 5 folds, starting with the bottom edge that is facing towards us. We're going to fold it upwards to meet where the folds that we just made by making the pentagon, or by folding top to bottom on the template meet. So you can see this corner here is meeting that line, and this corner here is meeting that line. So nice crisp folds. 1, twist. 2, 'm trying not to go too fast, but if you need to pause and catch up, that is absolutely fine. 6, last one. So we've got 5 nice folds. The next step is probably the most tricky part, but it's going to be absolutely fine. So what you're going to do is lift up the bottom fold that you've just folded nearest to you, and at the same time lift the one just to its left. And the easiest way of explaining it is to pinch this left hand corner so it comes up together, and the aim of the game is that you want to put a new fold in down here. So I find it easier to press down like this and press in from the left hand side at the same time, and just let that paper behind fall down, and then you can make a nice sharp fold. You can get your thumbnail right underneath for extra sharpness. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to repeat 5 times. So turn around again, bottom left flap up, left hand flap up at the same time. Sometimes it needs a little tucking in or a little encouragement, and a nice sharp fold underneath. I also think it looks a bit like a boat at this point. Funny, probably a funny kind of boat, but you know. Once you get the hang of it, it seems a bit confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, you will be away. Just make sure you get the right. See, this one's in the corner, just not quite playing ball. There we go. Have I done that one? Oh yes, we've done them all now. Right, now you've done those 5 folds. What you want to do is sort of lift up each side, and hopefully you can see where this is going. Just lift them all up at the same time, and you almost get like a bit of a bowl. And if you keep pressing them together, magically you get a star shape. So that is 3/4 of the way there. So last step, take our star, turn it over, and you'll see we've got another pentagon, but just a lot smaller on this side. And what we're going to do is fold each corner of the pentagon into the center and match it up with each point of the star. So nice sharp folds, nice pointy star. On the last one, you want to fold it, you might just need to give it a bit of encouragement by pulling this one up so there's space for you to tuck it in. Fold it all in, tuck it under, and there you have it. 5-pointed star. I think that was hopefully not too tricky. And when you've made a few, if you want to hang them, you could either just put them on your mantelpiece perhaps, or I like to string them together. So all you would need to do in that case is get a needle and punch a hole, or a hole punch, or whatever you want, some ribbon or some thread, and just string them together and you'll be away. I hope you have success in making some stars, and I would love to see how you get on and which patterns you choose. So hit me up if you give it a go and send me some pictures, and I'll speak soon.